Everybody, welcome. Happy holiday season from your boys here at X's and Knowles, presented by Knowles247.com. Trey Rowland, Adam Brown, Kevin Little. We got a little present for you. Unwrap it with your eyes because we're talking transfer portal and we are talking quarterbacks. Adam is not so sure it's a present. We'll get into that.
This is a steaming pile of dung.
Oh, Adam still hasn't put his holiday cheer back into the Florida State football program. Don't worry. We'll get him laughing by the end of this thing. Adam, my man, you're too much of a realist. Well, it is transfer portal season. Florida State, right now, it's kind of exit time. Everybody's exiting. Soon in January, it will be the time when everybody's coming in. There will be an infusion of new talent into Florida State's roster. And we're going to be talking about the most important position, going to be breaking down a target that Florida State has been linked with pretty consistently, especially if you're on Knowles247.com. And at quarterback, Kev, we are talking about Old Dominion, the Old Dominion Monarchs. Their starting quarterback this year, Colton Joseph. He is 6'2", 200 pounds, Newport Beach, California. He led the ODU Monarchs to a 9-3 record. They got a win over Virginia Tech, played Indiana pretty close. He had his stats just for this year. He had about 2,600 yards through the air, 21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a quarterback rating of like hovering around 69, not even trying to make a joke. That's what it was, which is good for 38th best in the country. The kid's also got some legs, over 1,000 yards on the ground. So 2,600 through the air, 1,000 on the ground, 13 rushing touchdowns. He had a longest rush of 78 yards. Boys, have you seen any of Colton Joseph's film before today? I have not. I did not get a chance to watch any ODU this year. I was too enthralled by the product put on the field at Tallahassee, so I didn't get to watch any ODU. I can tell you from looking at those stats, maybe like a 6'2" Tommy Castellanos. Like, I'm interested to see what the film shows us. Have you guys watched any of Colton Joseph, Adam or Kev?
Yeah, I watched a little bit. I watched him against Indiana. I wanted to see like what I thought, what I perceived would probably be his worst performance against obviously the best team in the country this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that comparing him somewhat to Tommy makes a lot of sense because he's a runner. I think his motion's a little more compact and he gets the ball a little bit faster. And he obviously, we'll see in the film, like he's a little more willing to throw it into the middle of the field or can see into the middle of the field to throw it there. But yeah, there's some similarities in the game. I don't think he's as quick as Tommy, but he runs. He's kind of a savvy runner. I think he puts the ball in harm's way like Tommy does. There's some things that worry me there. But yeah, I mean, it's not all bad.
To give you credence, like I said, really productive quarterback, Kev. I want you to talk about the offense here in a second. That Indiana game, though, 11 for 22, 96 big yards, 3 picks. Signetti and the boys had their way with him.
And again, that's against the best team in the country.
They're great. They are great.
Yeah, there's a big talent difference there.
No, and then I think, Kev, today we're going to be watching the Virginia Tech game, right?
Yeah, that was a plan. Someone in the ACC kind of see a very similar talent level to what he would see if he's at FSU.
Very productive there, 16 to 22, 276 yards, 73-ish% completion percentage, and 2 touchdowns. They won that game 45-26. Kev, what kind of offense do the ODU Monarchs run? What kind of stuff are we going to see in the film? And how does that, do they do any things that Gus Malzahn likes to do?
Yeah, so I'll first start with, what does it take to be a successful quarterback with Gus Malzahn? There's a pretty good relationship between rushing yards and overall offensive success with Gus Malzahn's offense. There's one year that's kind of an anomaly, and it's because I think they had 2 really, really good college running backs. Kerryon Johnson was one of them. I think it was 2017-ish.
Sounds right.
And but outside of that, the better the quarterback is at running, the closer you get to 1,000 rushing yards as a quarterback, the better Gus Malzahn's offenses are. Just period, end of story. So the fact that he has 1,000 yards to his name already as a quarterback, that's encouraging. I haven't watched a lot of Colton Joseph on his own. Like, I have watched Old Dominion not really paying attention to Colton Joseph. A weird thing that I do is I look up stats and I look at outliers of offenses, and then I'll go and watch their film because I'll be like, oh, what are they doing?
Just
so
in
I
your
noticed,
spare time, just for fun.
yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do.
love you, dude. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
if my wife has a friend over, I'll just go into the room and I'll look at stats. And Old Dominion ran more RPOs than anybody in the country, like by a pretty significant margin. I ran into this because I was watching a lot of Indiana film, and Indiana runs the 4th most RPOs, but they run the 1st most RPOs. So it's some stupid percentage, like 60-70% of their plays are RPOs. I think that's a little inflated because they give a fake throw to a screen every running play. Whether or not that's a true read or not, who knows. But yeah, they run a lot of RPOs. There's going to be a lot of that. And Gus Malzahn runs a lot of RPOs. That's something that he did a lot at UCF, something he did less of at Florida State. That might have been a little bit due to kind of the limitations that Tommy Castellanos had throwing the ball over the middle. So that potentially translates on some level. So if he can run and he can throw RPOs consistently, I think he's a fine enough fit for Malzahn's offense. We'll kind of see how he looks against a pretty mediocre Virginia Tech defense.
I agree. Mediocre it is. Guys, you've set the table nicely. Now let's drop the ham on them. Ooh, we got all 22.
If you're curious, he's the quarterback. Those that don't know.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad he plays quarterback. That's a good start. We're
Just
already
gotta make
positive.
sure, you know.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can see it in the comment sections now. Why don't you ever circle who it is? That's
nice.
A powerful handoff.
Yeah, I was
Expect
about to
do
say
this
that.
a lot, Colton.
Put it right in the gut, Adam. We love that.
I can tell why Gus likes him so far.
2 for 2. That's almost a completed pass as a forward handoff.
Ooh, that's a little trickeration.
Oh, here's a
there
pull.
You go. Yep. It's a little counter read.
Yeah, you'd like to see him kind of bounce.
You see his athleticism, though. I mean, I think he's a guy who I don't think he's as explosive as Tommy is.
No.
I would argue Tommy lost a lot of that explosiveness last year after the 3rd game when he suffered that injury in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I think he runs well, though. I just don't. He's not. I wouldn't classify him as an elite runner, but he thinks he's got a hole there in B gap and tries to bounce it, following his pullers, and
yeah, he has something if he's able to kind of get around that.
More of a physical runner, kind of like a pounder, Adam, savvy. How would you anybody that his running style reminds you of?
I don't know. Name savvy white quarterback runner here. Insert that name.
Go ahead. We'll think about it.
I'm not great at that. So
hit us in the comments.
He's definitely more savvy than explosive and powerful.
Gotcha.
I think he's like a Haynes King type.
No, I think Haynes King is just like I would classify Haynes King as powerful to some extent because he just throws his body into everything and isn't
barrels into you.
Yeah. Like, I think he wants to. He's quicker than fast. Like I think he wants to beat you with quickness as opposed to.
So here's an RPO. You're reading this safety that's crawling up in the box because you've been running the ball. You've got this glance over the top. This is one of the most common plays in Gus Malzahn's offense, and Old Dominion ran it a ton. So
we saw Tommy struggle with RPOs this year to some degree. I mean, I think anyway, and I would say that maybe is a reason why we saw that kind of leave the offense to some degree.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, Adam. I thought just his read game in general, whether on RPOs or zone reads, left a lot to be desired.
Does he throw any picks this game?
I don't believe so. Just 2 touchdowns.
I believe that running back is Wayne Knight of Delaware. Smyrna, Delaware, to be exact.
I don't think anybody's going to correct you if you're wrong.
Delaware with a bowl win.
Yeah, how about it?
Big Blue Hidden podcast. What do we guys think of the reads here? Like we liking the reads that he's making so far?
I mean, they're fine.
Wish it was zoomed in a little bit.
They're
See,
fine.
get a better idea where his eyes are.
Yeah.
It's hard. This is probably not a read. It's probably a straight give, but it's, the software might count this as a read. Whoever's clocking this, because it looks like there's a read. They kind of run a screen every time they run a run play.
Mm-hmm.
Like on 3rd and 1, you're
giving
probably
you the illusion of it. That's for sure.
Yeah. This film is a little blurry. That's what you get from Virginia Tech.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Really?
What do we see there? Dude, nice yak.
Yeah, again, this is sort of similar to something you'll see in a Malzahn offense, You've got this switch route, but he's kind of running a deep dig over the middle. You're using this play action to make sure that these linebackers can't get back into this dig, and pretty easy completion.
Yeah, really clean read running to open field.
He does a good job. He has to reset his feet here, so he's kind of fallen to his back as he throws this.
Very patient. Seems to be
a good ball.
Seems to be willing to hang in there in the pocket, not looking to just get out of there if his first read's not there.
Yeah, no happy feet. Absolutely.
Yep.
Watch his pocket right here.
Yeah, and there's that shuffle, like you said, Kev.
Oh, he overthrew it just slightly. Wide receiver makes a great catch.
He does that a lot. That's 2 of his picks against Indiana were overthrows in the middle of the field.
What leads to like an overthrow, Adam? Is it just mechanics? Is it getting like
a lot of times it's an overstride? Here he's just leaning. He's leaning to the left, so his weight displacement's wrong. Then he's trying to and then you try to overcorrect with your arm, and ball just sails.
Okay.
So he's pulling across his body.
Yeah, it's a great play by the wide receiver.
But he's got a good arm. I mean, that was a pretty live throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Oof.
Yeah, so here, catch Virginia in a little bit of a blitz. He rolls out, rolling to his left. Yeah, he's got a pretty solid arm on him. And that's
being able to get anything on that, like drifting that way, is pretty. That's not bad.
What, 25 yards downfield, rolling to your left.
Yeah, I appreciate he didn't just bail out of there right away either.
Yeah, he seems to hang in. He wants to attack you downfield first.
Where a lot of times our criticism of Tommy was just want to take off right away.
Right.
Yeah, and there were moments where he would hang by the line of scrimmage and open up downfield passes, but it just never solidified. You know what's encouraging about this, though? He's completing passes when he's not playing in his home stadium.
Yes, he's able to play the game of football on the road outside of Tallahassee, where a decent number of our games lie. I agree, Kev. That is a big positive. Oh, God, man.
Although this Virginia Tech defense was pretty bad.
They stink, yeah.
Oh, they slanted right into... Nice little... Interesting. The backside tackle pulls and the front side guard. It's just kind of a pin and pull look.
No, it's counter. You're just pulling the unblocked man. I mean, they're just letting the angles work for them.
Yeah, it's pretty. It works. Gosh, what a soft play by that linebacker.
Yeah, dude. Brent Pry definitely deserved to get fired.
Hey, he's now a defensive
I guess he's actually back, yeah. So maybe he's going to get a chance to clean this up next year.
Makes perfect sense.
Such a weird situation.
College football is weird. All right, look at him buying time.
Made a throw. I don't know if it was completed. I don't think it was.
No.
Yeah, see, like, you get him off platform. I'm not convinced he's a terribly accurate passer.
Ball sails again on.
I'd like to see the touch. I feel like he just likes to rifle it in, right? I wonder if there's going to be any touch in this film. All right, you're in the red zone. Everything's compressed. Got to make good, accurate throws or nice. Oh, runner.
Oh, he's got some speed to him. That's a good run.
He looks faster against Virginia Tech than he did against Indiana. I'll say that.
Yeah, I damn well bet. Beats that guy to the edge.
Yeah, safety.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, a little spin-a-rooney. Very nice.
Hey, what I need to know first and foremost with a quarterback, is he a gamer? You know, is he someone that shows up in a big game?
Does he have moxie?
We do love our moxie.
Not fake moxie, but real moxie.
No, John.
Not
Moxie.
practice moxie.
Yeah, no, we want game time moxie.
FSU's had plenty of practice All-American freshman quarterbacks. Best freshman quarterback you never seen. Moxie.
All right, I gotta ask, what the hell's with the Christmas decorum around the screen here? It's freaking me out.
Bro, don't Grinch it up, Adam.
No, I'm not. I love Christmas. I am Mr. Christmas, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think our streaming software put it up there automatically, to be honest.
Oh, did it really? I thought
it was up here when I got here, so I kept it. I don't know.
It's a miracle of Christmas.
I'm having a hard time focusing.
Oh, yeah. I forget that you guys don't get just to watch the film.
No, we have to watch it like this. Yeah, the umpire right now is just a Christmas ornament with legs.
Yeah, to let you guys.
There's a physical run.
Yeah.
Stick his nose in there a little bit.
Behind the curtain, I'm the one streaming the video to everybody else. So I get I'm watching the clean version. Everybody else is watching the same kind of distorted mess that you guys are watching.
That's right. You take that Christmas tree slop and
underthrow him, but put in position to make a play. So this is good. This is good for what you want to do with Deuce, if Deuce does return.
Yeah, that's 50 yards in air. More if you count the fact that it's center to numbers.
No, that's not 50. They're at the 7. I guess he's staying at the goal line. Sorry.
He's got a live arm.
I think it comes out quick too. Like the release is not long.
Okay. Which helps in that RPO game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that floating the ball when you get off target, when your feet get out from under you, when you're off platform, that's dangerous. That'll lose some ball games if you're not careful. I think he got his head ripped off.
Well, I don't want him if his head's not there.
Yeah, he's got to have a head. I mean, listen, I know we're desperate. We're not that desperate. We can't have a head.
That was one of the worst face masks I've ever seen, and this guy was excited.
That was pretty bad.
Come on, 13.
He's pretty excited.
What I know, brother.
It took him a second to realize that he just ripped a man's head off.
Yeah, I see why this team lost to Florida State. All right.
Look at that screen. Wow.
What do you guys think on the quick throw right there where accuracy's paramount? Did he do a good job?
Yeah, ball's upfield.
Yeah, looks great. I actually want to pivot. Let's go watch that Indiana game if we can.
But we're gonna get taken down if we do that.
Oh, that's true.
Big Ten's gonna.
I feel like this Virginia Tech defense is just bad.
Well, you can pick. They lost to Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall's out there. Marshall films there.
They lost to the heavily. They got their ass kicked, but
Tony
heavily
picks to Marshall.
He threw 2 picks against Marshall, and he threw 2 picks the next week against James Madison.
Well, James Madison's a playoff team, so let's watch Marshall. All right, guy open. Does he hit him? It looks like he does.
How could anybody tell?
Yeah, for reference, Marshall was 5-7. They finished 5th in the Sun Belt East Division.
The Fun Belt. The Billy Napier Belt. That's what they call it.
No, is that what they call that? The
Working
Billy
off
Belt?
play action again.
Yeah, left it slightly inside, but catchable.
Let's see that game log for this. Yeah, he was 15 for 28, 266. Completion percentage around like 53, 54. 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Scatter shot.
Yeah, you would like that completion percentage just live above 60.
Yeah, 50%'s a little bit of a killer.
Yeah, and he's a career 60% guy. I wonder if this is a smack dab in the middle of the season game. There's a lot of tape on you. How number one, Virginia Tech sucks, and then number two, how seriously did they take you game 2 or 3 as ODU coming into their house? This is a different deal. You got the Thunder and Herd, brother.
Yeah, but I mean, we are on the road, so.
No, that's right, Kev. I forgot about the road.
The road.
All right.
I've never thought about home versus road quarterback.
Ooh.
Oh.
Didn't
They
see that
played
guy?
that.
Oh, they got tape on him. Did they bait him into that throw?
Yeah, look at this. It's like a pre-snap he's throwing this because this guy's here. Like normally he's looking for a safety back here, and this safety's moved all the way up here. Looks like Marshall game planned this. So I don't even know if he reads it. You guys can't see his eyes, but
he's looking to his left. Then he turns back.
Yeah, this almost looks more like play action or like a pre-snap kind of read because he's pulling this as he looks back this way.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy just knows it's coming. Marshall is selling out for this. Even this corner is inside leveraged hard.
Oof.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you think of that?
Yeah, I just think he doesn't see the kid. That's a technical win for, or an X and an O win for Marshall.
Yeah, they schemed that up. I mean, part of you's like, you got to see it.
He does get his eyes back around.
That's what I'm thinking. I wonder if it's like he's just a really, really good system guy, and he's just so trained to throw this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Also in a bad spot too. Like again, I think even if that guy's not there, it's an incompletion because
wasn't a great throw.
Was not good.
And he had a clean pocket, so
yeah, it's behind him, and that corner had eaten that up. Probably should have seen the inside leverage on the corner alone and not gone that way.
Mm-hmm.
They got you. Marshall done got you. Got time.
All right, deep ball.
He had to hit this, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Maybe. Nope.
He doesn't. Yeah, I think this is what Marshall seems like. This is what Marshall wanted. They're inside leveraging all of their defenders. They're going to try to take away those slants and force you to beat them, throw the ball deep consistently.
It's a good plan.
He's completed one
on the field.
Yeah, I mean, this is essentially what teams did against Florida State. The added advantage, this is one of the downsides of being an RPO team, is that teams can do stuff like this to you. They can really force your hand. And the added advantage is these guys all being so inside leverage means that they have more numbers in the run game.
Mm-hmm. So they're not really giving up anything.
They're giving up this.
Well, which I think any college defensive coordinator would take that, right?
Yeah, until they start hitting it on you and you look like an idiot for giving up a bunch of 70-yard touchdowns.
But scouting's probably suggesting that
he just bad overthrow, right?
Yeah, it's just a myth.
Let's see if I can pull up some PFF numbers on his downfield accuracy.
Ooh, they brought the house there.
I always thought Marshall had a cool shade of green. Always been a fan of them.
Let's see what we get here. More play action. Yeah, I mean, it just swallowed them up.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't really run much in this game.
No, I'm with you, Kev. I don't remember seeing anything.
All right, let's jump forward here. Just watching him hand off.
Sorry, I was looking at
No,
stats.
you're good. I know you're looking at PFF.
There we go. There's a run. First guy. Gotcha. Let's see what they're doing here.
Yeah, it looks like this Marshall defense is kind of built to stop this RPO game. They're playing a lot of tight front and have those overhangs just sitting in those slant windows, ready to kind of gap
They're
exchange.
just kind of there, ready for it.
Oh man, yeah, they're all over
Yeah.
ODU's ass, dude.
Yeah, Marshall is coming at you.
They hard, dude. They are thundering. And Marshall was 5-7, just like our team. They stink.
They'd have, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Let's see. Graded out with an 83 on deep passes, 94th in the country.
No bueno.
Yeah, that's
Pretty mediocre.
That's not good.
Sounds about right.
Sounds like I would challenge him
74th.
to hit the, what'd you say, 74th?
Yeah.
So middle, like
Yeah.
back middle out of 132.
Oh,
nice
you
ball.
caught that? Wow. This is dumb luck.
That's Thomas Castellanos for reference.
Ooh.
80th. So he's pretty near.
So we're doing the same thing
Oh, that should have
again.
been picked. Wow. Okay.
Guys, why
Yeah,
are we're doing the same thing as we did last year?
You can either see that as that should have been picked or he threaded that needle.
Yeah, that was like Tommy's throw
That kid
against
just reading his
Pittsburgh.
eyes.
Here's the thing that's tough about Tommy is actually when the games he was on, the games he was good,
Oh yeah.
when they were at home,
Here's another one.
they were actually a pretty good football team. Like they were pretty good offense, but for whatever
Yeah.
reason, they just fell apart at times.
Yeah,
And were just useless.
There's a lot of weird soft factors that infected FSU.
It's
I
like-
just
Tommy's problem wasn't talent related. It was. I mean, obviously, if he was more talented, that would fix all problems. But
Well, that's PI. So that's a good ball.
that is a good ball.
Little inside. I don't think he's got a big arm.
No.
he's got more arm than you've been working with. But I don't. Yeah, he's not as athletic. But hopefully, he's. That's a high bar, though.
And I will say to your point,
Healthy
Adam,
TC is.
right. He gets it out quick. It's just sometimes he's decisive. Sometimes it's the wrong decision, but he's quick about it. That's a
Another
tough
runner.
run, dude.
Yeah, that is a tough run.
And maybe 6'2", 200, like a lot of the durability. Like how many more games would Florida State have won this year if Castellanos could have been healthier for the entire season? Maybe that size at least negates some of that fall off. Like that's a really nice run.
Yeah, he shows some good athleticism there too. Getting skinny.
All right, red zone. How do we operate in the red zone? Florida State could not score enough touchdowns this year.
Solid handoff.
Textbook Kip.
Well, 3-3 stack going on in the red zone.
Look at how wide that defensive end is. Look at that boy.
They blitz him.
Didn't
They
get a rush at all. Oof.
Yeah, they
Ball's a
tip it,
little
though.
low.
Looks like the end tips it.
Does he get a piece?
Yeah.
Dude, those are wide nines, brother.
Yeah, they are.
Those are so wide. All right, well, excuse the tip.
All right, let's see. And they love these like spaced out stack formations, don't
Oh,
they?
yeah, very, very wide receiver splits.
Oh, they didn't get it. Did they kick this? Nah.
3rd and 2. Come on, ODU.
Win this one.
Yeah, I know they don't win, but
All right. I assume they didn't get it and kicked.
no. All right, he's got time. Bails.
I like his timing here.
Yeah, good internal clock, right?
Yeah, he allows it to develop, then it's not there, and then go.
Yeah, make something out of it. He's actually quicker than I thought he would be. But I
Mhm.
guess, I mean, you don't get 1,000-yard rushing, even in the Sun Belt being slow.
Right.
No.
And He's got good. I think his composure seems to be a strong suit. He seems very composed, and Marshall's getting after. Like his offensive line's not doing a great job this game, and he's staying pretty composed.
I mean, so I guess here's the question: when you're addressing someone from an Old Dominion, as a player at FSU, the question isn't like, is he fine?
Yeah.
Is he doing his job? The question should be, is this a player that's popping off the screen? Is this a player that doesn't look like the rest of the players on either team? Is this a player that stands out as a particularly as another level of player, right? Because Florida State should be another level better than Old Dominion. Whether they were or not this year is debatable, but they should be. And that's what you should be looking for as a transfer prospect. Do you guys feel like he hits that?
What do you think, Adam? Then I'll go.
I think I think I would reframe the question to, does he elevate the play that you had? And I just don't think that he does.
I agree with you 100%.
I just think it's more of the same, unfortunately.
And for a team where we've seen what they do when they try to, I want to say bargain shop a little bit at quarterback. I mean, they did still pay DJ Uiagalelei and Tommy Castellanos near $1 million a piece, right?
Yep.
So they went bargain shopping, but for a team that we've said, you're saving money by keeping the head coach, right? Like, so theoretically, all that money that should have been spent to jettison this dude hopefully could get infused into the roster to try to get some momentum back. We really wanted to see them get a game changer at quarterback, increase the margin for error at every other single position by having a difference maker at quarterback. And this guy is a fine to good Sunbelt quarterback, but he does not do that. Like, a lot of the same issues that you had last year, you've got them with about 6 or 7 extra inches, which is nice. But the issues in the offense don't clip that, people. They do persist. The things that you struggled with last year, you're going to struggle with again this year. And dependent on who you can keep, and especially dependent upon who you can get, who's going to be your offensive line, since all of your starters are basically leaving, I don't think Colton Joseph is going to be good enough. He's not a bad player. He's a fine to good player, but it's not the type of thing that Florida State needs to overcome the deficiencies of a negligent roster.
It just doesn't seem to match the words of that idiot. Sorry. Some of the decision making that's being made, it just doesn't matter. You talk about championships and holding up trophies and
elite. We're going to obtain and retain elite talent.
Like, at what point are you going to look around you and say that this is not that? Like, proven production, that's just not good. That production's not good enough. I don't know what else to say about it. I want to be positive about it, but I think there's some nice stuff, and I think it's a good fit for what Gus likes to do, but there's really a lot better players out there that will give you more and have a higher ceiling. You just got to pay them a little bit more. Like, I don't know. I'd also say it about it. I don't want to be, I don't want to seem like we're ridiculing the young man. Like, he's had a solid career at ODU. I think he could come here and do what Tommy did, win you 5 games. But is that what we're doing?
No, and I think too, with better talent around him, with like a Florida State quality offensive line skill, running, like, the kid could be good enough to win games at Florida State. It's not the type of elevation to the game that we have all called for, right? Like, if you're going to keep the head guy, even though all your statements acknowledge that he deserved to be fired, all right, well, let's pump some money into the players. Let's go full maybe not the full Texas Tech, but let's see what happens when you start. Let's invest in the roster if we're not going to invest in the quality of the coaching staff. And this for the linchpin, for the piece that really like makes everything better. Like it really is, and especially in college, an elite quarterback, a game changer. It covers up a lot of warts, man. It's a spackle to a lot of cracks in your drywall. This kid is not that.
Yeah,
if they end up going with him,
and maybe he won't end up being the guy. This is the one that they've kind of been tied to early, and a few people have suggested, including Brendan Sinone, that
our boy,
our home skillet, that this might be 1A on the quarterback board. But guys are going in every day, so you don't know what other kind of back challenge going on, and then maybe there's going to be a GM here by Christmas, and that'll play a role. I don't know. It's such a cluster right now. Like, this stuff's evolving daily, and who knows what the hell it's actually going to end up looking like.
I agree. Now, Kev, you posed the question. What's your answer? Do you agree with us, or are we being Scroogian?
I think what's hard about it is that, like, I firmly believe that if you get Thomas Castellanos best, like if his head's in it and like you see how he played against Bama and a couple of other teams, like I don't think talent, like his skill set, was necessarily the limiting factor of this team. I think if you got his best every game, that offense wins a lot of football games. But for whatever reason, there was something there, and maybe this is something that we should have done a better job of looking into when he committed. That there's a clear mental factor. I think you can map that onto Thomas Castellanos' game. There's a clear mental factor that he went downhill at certain points in certain games, and it really hurt you. That it's unfair to map onto this kid necessarily. I think he's got a skill set that will work fine in Gus Malzahn's offense. I think it feels like a UCF quarterback, to be honest with you. It feels like kind of that level of Malzahn's offense. It feels like a top 30 kind of offense quarterback. He's a good player. I think the biggest concern I have is that it seems like after that Marshall game, I looked through the stats, his completion percentage went down and his yards per attempt starts to go up, which tells me that potentially teams were more consistently trying to take away those short throws and force the ball downfield, which tells me that he had a limitation that teams felt more comfortable with, and teams were limiting him, are limiting their offense based off of him. And that's a concern. If teams in the Sun Belt are using your weaknesses as a game planning point, then that's just going to happen even harder in the ACC. So I think Colton, but so much being a quarterback is these factors that are hard to tell on film. He's got the speed. He's got a good enough arm to be a really good college quarterback. Does he have the intelligence, the mental component? Can he pull it together? Can he fix those little issues that keep causing him to throw picks over the middle of the field? If he does, if he gets in the right system, if he finds the right person, if he has that it factor, then he could be a good player. But I don't see that happening at Florida State for him.
It's particularly with an offense like Gus Malzahn's, that when they have an answer for what you do, your bread and butter, you're kind of dead in the water. It seems like this is the type of kid that's going to have some really, really eye-popping production some games, and others when you're either physically overwhelmed in the line or you get out-coached on the road, which happened multiple times. He doesn't have that great quarterback factor to beat a defense even when they've game planned for him perfectly. There's some college quarterbacks that no matter what you try to throw at them, they're productive. This isn't that. Good player, just like it's not an elevating player. It's going to be largely, I think, if they end up going with this kid, more of the same from last year, just in a different way. different way.
Yeah, 2 years of data on the kid. I mean, at that point, you've got enough to know what he is. Can he grow some more? Sure. But he's reaching the end of his college career, not the beginning. So he's done a lot of his developing. Doesn't mean he can't continue to develop some more, but the tape's just not going to lie on this guy. And
No.
I would imagine we watch every game. We're going to see very similar Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde play that we saw from Tommy Castellanos. We're going to see an up and down completion percentage. We're going to see an inability to hit deep shots consistently. And when teams take the short stuff away, he's going to struggle. And that's a problem. That's a recipe for getting yourself beat in the ACC or any other big college football league. So,
Merry Christmas, everybody. We love you. Like I said, we don't know. This is just the name that Florida State has been tied to. I'd say too long, didn't read version of the video. Productive, can be good. It's the good enough. Like, is he the answer? No, but to be honest with you, dude, I don't know what is the answer for Florida State now. That's unfair to put on the kid.
Is FSU's goal to make a bowl game? Then, yeah, I think he could come in with the right roster around him and do that. No problem. Is FSU's goal to compete for the ACC, to go try to make the college football playoffs, to go be a real football team that Florida State's supposed to be? I don't think he's taking the roster that you currently have and building towards that.
Well said.
That's, I mean, no shame on the kid. I think if you put him on Ohio State's making the playoff, like, no problem. But, like, this is not Ohio State. This is not where you need to be. You either need to build an incredible roster around a quarterback like this to go win a lot of football games, or you need to get a quarterback that can win football games on his own. Whichever one works better for you. I just don't think he's someone who's going to take an average run-of-the-mill Mike Norvell offense and elevate them to an ACC title contender, which is where you need to be in year 7 of, or year 1 or year 2 or year 3 of Florida State. That's where you need to be, and he's not there.
Well said. Well, guys, thank you for sticking with us. Obviously, the transfer portal season is going to be hot and heavy. We will be here every step of the way to cover it for you. Go to Noles247.com. Hit the message board. Nothing. When those kids are, when they're playing with their toys, when they're playing with their Nintendo Switches, just have a nice cup of eggnog with a little bit of Chattanooga hooch in it. Get on that Noles247.com message board.
Speaking
you start typing. Hang. It's all right. Sounds like a lovely evening. Guys, we love you. Have a great holiday season. We'll see you soon. And as always, keep chopping.
Make sure you do a little chopping while you're drinking that eggnog.
Yeah, chop nog.